Good afternoon. I'd like to thank International Multidisciplinary Conference on Current Research Trends, the Management Organizing Committee, present the chairperson, Dr. Hisham Hassani, and participant of this conference. I welcome to my presentation. The research topic is e-government adaptation by the public sector employees in Bangladesh. Before that, I'm Mohammad Suhail Mia. I'm the student of University Kuala Lumpur. This research is written with the co-author Associate Professor Ilham Sintosa, who is also my supervisor. Right. The e-government adaptation by the public sector employees in Dhaka is one of the most recent topics also. Electronic government adaptation is basically all over the world, sort of the world. The developed countries or even developing countries are adopting. So before that, we need to know what is the electronic government. As mentioned by Lopez, that basically use of information and communication technology, particularly internet, as a tool to achieve a better government. It's also mentioned by Yusuf and Adams that electronic government is embedded in the competition of political conditions as well as cultural, technological, and organizational changes, designed to support and derive a profound transformation in the government units. So the electronic government basically whereby the government provides services by the use of electronic means, basically internet and other means to provide better services to the citizens of the country. As I mentioned, that the world is using electronic government, and Organization for Economic and Conference Development, they also mentioned the importance of electronic government. At the same time, the Bangladesh government has also taken many initiatives to implement the electronic government. Even the current government, they announced digital Bangladesh by 2030. Yet the government is facing some challenges. Thus, this research actually aims to find out what are the problems actually the government is facing and why the implementation of electronic government is not successful. With that, we go to the research problem. So as I mentioned, the research problem is basically government is facing challenges to implement electronic government. If we look into this, one of the research published in 2006, they say that 2/3 of the electronic government officials or employees are having very diminutive impression about the electronic government. If you look into this pie chart, also say that current government offering only 22% e-services, whereby 78% services are manual. Therefore, there is a need for research to find out the factors influencing the government employees, what are the reason for electronic government not to be successful. So if I summarize this whole problem statement, I mean the whole world is going to use electronic government. People basic needs are being ignored or not provided, service are not provided effectively. Government officials also are having very little idea about the government, the electronic government. They're having a diminutive impression and lack of ICT infrastructure, bureaucracy of administration. So if we look into this frame, that we have the people and we also have the process, but technology part is not included, right? So there was research by Nurul Siddiq published in 2016 that there are 4 major sectors to enter into the electronic age of the government, and Bangladesh is just at the beginning of start, not even the second stage has completed properly. So looking into the context of Bangladesh, still a far way to go to implement electronic means of services by the public sector employees. So, based on the literature, there are several factors that have been identified. These are perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use, perceived compatibility, social influence, and performance expectancy, whereby attitude and to achieve the government adoption intention. Now, these factors have been identified with the theory. Basically, three theories involved here. Number one is TANG, Technology Acceptance Model, whereby perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use variable has been identified. From definition of innovation theory, we have identified the perceived compatibility and UTAUT, Unified Theory of Acceptance model. From there, we have taken social influence, performance expectancy, and attitude. So based on this theoretical background and also from literature, there are 6 hypotheses has been developed. The first hypothesis is perceived usefulness as such a positive influence towards attitude to adopt electronic government services. Number 2 hypothesis has been developed as perceived ease of use as such a positive influence towards attitude to adopt e-government enabled services. Hypothesis 3 stated that perceived compatibility as such a positive influence towards attitude to adopt electronic government. Hypothesis 4 indicated as social influence as a positive influence towards attitude and adopt e-government enabled services. Number 5, performance expectancy as a positive influence towards attitude to adopt electronic government. And number 6, whereby attitude as a mediating variable has an impact on behavior and to adopt e-government enabled services. Right. So this is the methodology I have for this research is based on positivism. A single method of quantitative method has been followed. So if I summarize this, the total target population was 4,444. Dhaka City Corporation is a public sector whereby they are providing services to the Dhaka. I have also followed certified sampling blending method here, whereby respondent was targeted 354 based on the KZN Morgan chart. I have taken also the pilot test with the 65 respondents and found that the indicated the items are reliable and valid for final test. For the data management process, I have also done after screening the data, I've taken the EFA, exploratory factor analysis, whereby I have used SPSS to check the validity, the Cronbach alpha, and the levels of the data. For SEM, I have used Smart PLSS to analyze the path and SEM analysis. Then I have done the hypothesis testing and also checked the goodness of model, and finally come to the conceptual model. So the data analysis has started with checking missing data using SPSS, also checked the cleaning data. I have done the EFA, exploratory factor analysis, and finally found that the data are reliable and valid for final data analysis. For the whole data population, we have 403 total. As I mentioned, that I have distributed 450 and managed to collect 328. Found that 25 streets, the survey forms are incomplete. Therefore, 403 were the final data counted. Out of that, 264 is female and 139 are male. Male is 264 and female is 139, makes 403. The age group was between 25 to 60. Basically, the managerial group was targeted. Those who are providing services to the people of Dhaka City. The reason why was targeted because the managerial people are the responsible to provide services, and they are the one who to adopt the e-services the government was targeted for. So for final data analysis, I have done two assessments. That is the inner model and outer model, which is also known as measurement model and the structural model analysis by using SmartPLS 3.0. So the first analysis was the measurement model, where I checked the internal consistency, composite reliability, AV and HMT, found that all the criteria has been met, and proceeded to the structural analysis. The structural mode result also found that VIF, R-square and F-square and also the T-square all are met the indicators. Therefore, this was the output of my conceptual model, whereby all the paths showing significant except total influence SI was shown insignificant. We also found the reason why actually the SI doesn't actually influence influential factors. Therefore, we found the perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use, perceived compatibility, performance expectancy, and attitude. All these factors are very influential to the intention of public sector employees. These are the key factors affecting the intention of the employees, why they are not adopting the electronic government, and finally come up with some solutions. So there were four research objectives and research questions, and except one, the social influence found that it was not positive. The reason behind that, the social influence, the people in Dhaka city especially were targeted the educated section of people, and educated people normally they do not influence by the others, whereby social influence in other sectors, especially in the remote areas, they follow the leader. So the hypothesis and found based on the previous studies that in some sector this social influence is positive, but in this current research it is found that the people normally doesn't influence by the others in terms of technology adoption, right? So this is the contribution of this research, that this is a research whereby I have combined three theories in terms of theoretical contribution, that is technology acceptance model, definition of innovation, unified theory of acceptance and understanding of technology, and identification of the significant factors, and also develop a new framework. These findings also can be applied by the government policymakers, government of Bangladesh, and also for the private sector decision makers can use this model and find out what are the reasons, what are the factors affecting their employees to adopt the new technology. The findings of the study can also be guidelines for the policymakers, right? So like the other research, there is also limitation. Number one is the regional barrier. This research was only conducted in Dhaka city. There are some other 6 states in Bangladesh. In future, the same research can be conducted to the other states. The scope of the research currently it was conducted only among public sector employees. In future, this also can be indicated or applied to the private sector. And this research is cross-sectional, which is only single method has been followed, that is the quantitative method. In future, both quantitative and qualitative methods can be applied, right? So, in conclusion, I can say that this study has successfully identified the significant factors influencing the government servants to adopt, and also come up with the recommendation. The developed research framework will help to identify the root cause of the government, that the government has taken so many initiatives, and there are many evidences that the initiatives are not successful. So this study has successfully been identified the causes, the root factors. Hopefully government can address to that. And in future, the other private organization also can use this framework to identify the influencing factor to adopt any new technology. And it is hoped that the findings of the study will greatly help to adopt and implement the e-government in Bangladesh. So that's the presentation of this research. I welcome any question and answer. Thank you.